eNCA senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is following this case for us. He now joins us live from court with Phindi Mjonondwane from the NPA. A colleague, good to have you back. And I suppose a couple of questions to be posed at Phindi.
Certainly, Tumelo, especially after hearing that the state's case at this stage is weak and it's frail. In fact, it's been brought onto the roll prematurely, and the indications from the magistrate is that if the investigations are to be done thoroughly, she has no doubt that possibly the state could have a successful conviction. But let's find out then from NPA's Phindi Mjonondwane. Assistant Phindi, thank you for joining us at the eNCA. But why then haven't you done thorough investigations as the state and presented a weak case?
It's not that the state has not done thorough investigations. The fact of the matter is that investigations are not yet concluded. And as the state, we would come to such decisions as long as we believe that contained in the docket is evidence that is of such a nature that once brought before a court of law, the court of law may return a guilty verdict. So we decided to enroll the matter at the stage we did because remember, Aviwe, criminal matters would differ from time to time according to their merits, and in this instance we had to ensure that we set the wheels of justice in motion, also in a quest to protect our witnesses in this matter who are still fearing for their lives, who have received a threatening SMS. So the guiding factor here at the end of the day is the evidential material at our disposal as the state.
And on that threatening message that Mr. Kuhn, the security expert, received, the suggestion is that you can't link it to any of the 8 VIP unit protection personnel. And on your witnesses even, the suggestion is that the main witness who took the actual video and gave it to Mr. Kuhn is unknown because he or she is in hiding and doesn't want to come out.
That witness, we've already confirmed as the state that they want to remain anonymous. However, they are known to the state through one of the state witnesses whom the originator sent the video to. Yes, we are yet to consult with the originator of the video, but they are known to the state.
And the link of the alleged threatened message to Mr. Kuhn is unverified. There are no links as yet. Maybe tell us how far in that you'll be in actually getting down to who sent that message to Mr. Kuhn.
Yes, the investigation is still ongoing. We did mention in court that the allegation is that a banner phone was used, and you would probably know that those are some of the phones that are used by specialized units, and therefore hence we alleged that it must have been from one of the accused persons or someone closely related to them. But we do accept that not having confirmed where the SMS comes from dealt as a blow in our case to oppose the bail application of the accused before court. However, those investigations are ongoing, as we have indicated in court that we do have other manners to try and locate the originator of that SMS.
And another blow to this case, of course, would be that the complainants, the people that were allegedly assaulted, haven't been able to identify the culprits. And the state is reluctant to have an identity parade. The reasoning behind this?
Well, there are various ways to prove identity. And with what we have as a state, remember we indicated that one of the senior officials that is managing the accused before court places them at the scene of crime. One of the accused before court places 4 of them at the scene of the crime. We also have documentary evidence in the form of their warning statements, also placing themselves at the scene of the crime. So the issue of identity is not a challenge to the state. We believe that with what we have enough to prove identity. So identity parade, yes, is one of the ways of proving identity, but it's not necessary in this case.
Ms. Phindi, I'll ask you just one more time. Do you believe you'll have a successful conviction of all 8 of the accused here?
The evidential material contained in the docket has passed the test of prospects of a successful prosecution.
All right, thank you very much. This is Phindi Mjonondwane from the NPA. They're believing that they'll have a successful conviction of all 8 of the suspects here. But of course, we heard here today that at the current stage, they have a weak and frail case, and in fact brought this matter to the roll prematurely. Hence now all 8 of those suspects have actually been granted bail, 10,000 rand each, and are told to be back here at the Randburg Magistrates Court on the 27th of April.